We always think that whatever our feelings are or our reactions, that we are reacting to facts, to the world as we see it. But in reality, we are never even in touch with the facts. The facts are always mediated through some interpretation we've come up with. And the truth is, once you know that everything you perceive and everything you feel is about some story you've made up, you have tons of power. Because if you can tell the difference between a fact and a story, you can make up a different story. For example, let's say that some colleague of yours hasn't CC'd you on an email. Now, if that happens persistently, well, if it were me, I would probably decide that that colleague doesn't value me, doesn't like me, thinks I'm not necessary, or some such story. But if I can actually distinguish those two things and realize that there's this fact called the colleague didn't CC me, and then there's all the stuff that I said about it that made me feel left out and disrespected and omitted and all of that stuff, then I could make a different story up. I could decide that the colleague lost my email, or the colleague had some kind of seizure and forgot to include me, or that for some reason my email address just didn't populate his email interface. As you listen, you can hear that the stories can become more and more and more ridiculous. But the more ridiculous you can make the story, the clearer it becomes that all of our reactions are never to the facts, they are always to the story. And there is no way to change that. There is a veil between us and the world, and that veil is the stories that we create. So distinguish the veil, distinguish the story, and change your experience. If you want to read more about this, go to my website, beyondbetter.io, and subscribe to my blog. And please subscribe to the channel below. Thank you so much.